Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel if this is not your first time. I am Empress Fairy, and in today's video, we will be looking into how you feel about the person that you have on your mind. Now, typically I'm gearing this, or I'm expecting a lot of people coming into this for like romantic purposes, but I guess it might come across as one of your platonic relationship. I guess it depends on what type of energy that comes out from this. But whoever person that you have on your mind right now, it's more about asking how you feel about them. Okay, so there are 4 groups for you to choose from, or 4 piles for you to choose from. And they are the 6 of Cups from 4 different decks. So the first one is the Six of Cups from the Golden Art Nouveau. Let's see if it focuses. So that is the 6 of Cups from the Golden Art Nouveau. And then the next group, which is the second group, is the 6 of Cups from the Mystical Medley Tarot. And then we have the third deck, which is the Six of Cups from the Linestrider Tarot. And then the fourth one, which is also the last pile, is the 6 of Cups from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Is it focusing? Okay. All right, so you can take as much time as you need to choose your pile, meditate on it if you have to. But once you have made your choice, I will see you in your respective pile. See you. Hi, group 1. If you chose the 6 of Cups from the Golden Art Nouveau, then this will be your reading on how you feel about the person that you have on your mind. So while I'm shuffling, I just want to give a reminder that this is a general reading. This is not a personal reading. So some of the things that I'm saying will probably not resonate. Not all of the messages that I'm going to say is going to be meant for you. So this is where I ask you to use your intuition on deciding which of these messages are meant for you and which one is not meant for you. Shuffle that one more time. Oh, for today's reading, as I mentioned in the intro, I'm expecting a lot of people to possibly come into this reading with a romantic interest in mind, but it not necessarily have to be. We're going to find out what kind of energy that comes up, on whether or not it feels more romantic or platonic, or the possibility of being both. So I'm going to pull out minimum of 3 cards, depending on how many cards come out. But the first one, we're going to be looking into the energy of the connection between you and this person. And then we're going to be looking into what you're feeling about them specifically. And then we're going to be looking into what do you hope to gain from this connection. Okay, so let's see. How is the energy of this connection, so that we can have an idea what sort of energy that comes up? So it could be a confirmation on whether or not this is in fact your pile. So let's see, for group 1, what is the energy of this connection? For group 1, what is the energy of the connection? So first card that we have is the 3 of Cups. And I'm actually feeling called to pull one more card, so I'm going to do just that. So what is the energy of the connection between pile 1 and the person they have in mind. Okay, take that one. So that is High Priestess. Okay. So I have a feeling that this could be someone that you hang out with a lot. And I'm thinking with the High Priestess being here, there is a few possibilities of what type of connection this is. To some of you, this could be friends that you hang out with quite regularly, as in you see them, maybe not every day, but you see them quite on a regular basis. Maybe you go to school together, maybe you're classmates, or maybe you're just close friends in general, or maybe you're colleagues. So I guess it really depends on the nature of the connection itself. So you will know best in regards to who you have in mind. And I also have a feeling that although to some of you, although this is a friendship, but I feel like there is a deeper emotional connection between you and this person. However, they might not actually know how you truly feel about them. So this could be a crush. This could be someone that you have a crush on, and you're like friends, you're hanging out, you're trying to be their friends, but at the same time, you have a slightly deeper emotional connection with them that maybe you never tell them, you just sort of keep it to yourself. And that doesn't mean it, like, it doesn't have to be a romantic thing. It can just be that they look at you as just a friends that you hang out with, that you have fun with, but it could be that you actually really connect with them and you feel like this could potentially be like one of the closest friend that you can trust and be vulnerable with. And to some of you, this can actually be a love interest, where right now this is someone that you are friends with and you have a crush on them, but at the same time, they have no idea that you feel this way, and you have no idea how you feel, like how they feel about you. And but at the same time, you're kind of like using this like gut feeling, your intuition, on trying to decide on whether or not there is a potential of this connection to grow a lot more than where it is at the moment. So I feel like whatever it is, the connection that you're looking for in this reading, whoever that you're asking for and whoever they are to you, I feel like this is the type of person that you hang out with on a regular basis. Maybe you go out with them a lot, maybe you have fun with them a lot, maybe you celebrate a lot of things with them, so you're like the fun friend, but at the same time you also feel like that deep connection level with them. So it can be a romantic, emotional, deep connection that you're feeling, or it could just be a platonic one, but you just feel it on a deeper level, that you think that this connection can be a lot more than just I hang out with you to have fun kind of relationship. So I feel like that is the energy of your connection between you and whoever that you have on your mind. So I guess that could be a confirmation on whether or not this is indeed your pile. So now let's look at how you actually truly feel for them. So we get a little bit of glimpse on how you feel about them here, but now let's try to get more information on how exactly do you feel about this person that you have in mind. So for group one, how do they really feel about the person that they have on their mind? How does group one feel about the person that they have on their mind? I think I saw a card flip just now. I'm gonna take it. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. Let me show it first. So we have the Four of Cups. I'm probably going to get one more card. rest. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this one, but not the rest. So the other one is the Seven of Swords. Okay. Okay, in terms of how you feel about them, is that I think you're quite conflicted as well, or you're quite confused as well on how exactly you're feeling about them, because it looks like maybe you're in denial a little bit. Because if we look at the Four of Cups here, so we can see that that person, hello, can you focus? Hi. So you can see that this guy that is sitting under the tree, on how there is like this hands that coming out from the cloud offering the cup. I look at that as probably like a divine, it could be your higher self, could be a spirit guides, could be the universe that's basically handing you this cup. But at the same time, this person is kind of like not looking at the cup. It just feels like this person is in denial, kind of like thinking like, oh no, I don't have, like, I just have this three normal cup, which is interesting because there's three cups here and then you have the Three of Cups card over there. So it's like on a surface that, yeah, you are friends that hang out with, like your relationship is maybe there's nothing too deep about your connection with this person. Maybe you are friends that you know that you see a lot, but you don't really have any deep meaningful conversation with each other. So you feel like, oh, I am nothing more than just a hangout buddy to this person. But then again, there's like this emotional truth that is coming out about how you truly feel about them, and it will not focus on how you truly feel about them, but you're not looking at the cups because you're like trying to deny it for some reason, like, oh, that is not how I feel. We're really just friends. We're really just hangout buddies, nothing more other than that. And the reason why I kind of like feel that a lot more is because this is paired with the Seven of Swords. And usually Seven of Swords represent like dishonesty, mischievous, like possibly someone lying or anything like that. But I feel like this energy comes from you. Now, I'm not saying that you are not being honest to this person that you have in mind, but I feel like you are kind of like lying to yourself with this. I feel like you are with this, will it focus? With this paired together, I feel like you are trying really hard to convince yourself that you are nothing more than just one of the hangout buddies. Nothing meaningful will come from this connection. Nothing meaningful will come out from this. It will not focus. Nothing meaningful will come out from this friendship. It's just, we're just hanging out. We're never going to get anything real from this. It feels like that's what you're trying to convince yourself, even though deep down you know that there's something deeper going on. But at the same time, I have a feeling that the reason why you're in this energy towards them is because you don't know how they feel about you. And you, I feel like there's this energy of you trying to convince yourself out of feeling deeply about them is because you are convinced that they don't feel the same way about you. So you're trying to tell yourself that you know, this is a one-sided thing and I don't want to engage in this. So I am just going to continue to convince myself that this connection is nothing more than just what it is, which is buddies that we hang out with, have fun with, nothing deep, like emotionally deep going to come from it. But deep down, you do realize, like you do have this emotion towards them, but right now what you're feeling towards them at the present moment is that you're in denial a little bit, like you're trying to convince yourself that this is not what you feel. And I think one of the reasons why you feel that way is probably because you feel like they don't feel the same way like how you feel about them. So you're trying to convince yourself like, yeah, it's okay, we're just going to stay surface level, hang out buddy, just have fun and party, and that's it. So that's kind of like the energy that I'm sensing, or the one that I'm picking up on right now. Like you definitely want something deeper with them, but at the same time, you're in denial about it. You don't want to admit that you do have this desire. So you're just trying to convince yourself that this is nothing more than just surface level. So yeah, so I'm not sure if that is the kind of energy that you want to continue to be in. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. We will get like some oracle cards for advice on what you can do. But at the end of the day, I guess the decision is up to you. If you are fine with this, if you feel like there's nothing meaningful going to come from this, and you're just fine convincing yourself that, you know, that there's nothing more to this, then by all means, do what you think is right for you. But right now, I'm just delivering the message. And right now, the message that I'm seeing right now is that you're not completely being honest with yourself in terms of how you feel about them. That you're trying to convince yourself that what you're feeling towards them is not true. And this is nothing more than just a surface level connection. Okay, so now let's look at the third category, which is what do you hope, like what kind of outcome do you hope to get from this connection? So for group 1, what kind of outcome do they hope to get from this connection? What kind of outcome do they hope to get from this connection? Oops, okay, I'm gonna take that. There is, should I take all 3? Yes, I'm gonna take all 3. So you have the 7 of Wands. You have the Queen of Swords. And you also have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like there is like what kind of outcome that you're looking to get. I feel like you really want to communicate with them. Like, I feel like there is that sense of you wish you can just communicate with this person and just talk about how you really feel about them and trying to find out as well how they really feel about you. I think that's the outcome that you wish to have. It might not necessarily be the one that you're going to go into the direction with, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's up to you on whether or not you want to take actions towards this person or not, like whatever this connection means to you. But I feel like there is definitely a desire with the Queen of Cups being here. I feel like there's definitely an element of you probably wanting to communicate this or wanting to have the power or the energy to start that conversation, on you wanting to tell them like, you know what, I've been lying to myself, I've been telling myself this, where the truth is I think our relationship can prosper a lot more than just being on a surface level. And I feel like this connection is lacking depth, like you feel like you can just communicate this with them. I feel like you can just tell them that I have been in denial, and that has been making me feel like our connection is missing something, like there is something lacking in our connection. I feel like that is what you want, like you wish you can communicate with them. And I feel like that is the outcome, which is to be able to have this communication with them, and them being able to communicate it back with you honestly, so that you can understand how they feel about you, and then you can decide what to do from there. So I feel like that is the outcome that you're looking for, to have the opportunity to have that honest conversation with them and see if there is something that can come out from it. So that's kind of like what I'm seeing, to what your outcome, or what outcome do you wish to get from this connection at some point. So before I finish your reading, I actually going to take a couple of oracle cards, basically just to get advice, like final advice about this connection, about what it could be from your higher self, it could be from your spirit guides, but basically it's just finding out what can you do, or what is the advice on how you should be thinking about this, like, you know, anything basically. So let's see. For the first oracle card, what are further advice does group 1 of high 1 need to hear right now in regards to this connection? What additional advice? What additional advice? Oh, okay, there's 2 advice. Okay, so you have the first card with impasse. Will it focus? And you also have isolation. So with the impasse, I think that with the color of this border, it's more on the sacral chakra, and with the throat is more, with the blue is for the throat chakras. So those 2 chakras might be something that you need to focus on in regards to yourself. Maybe you need to balance them. Okay. Now, with this, in terms of the message of the card itself, with impasse and isolation, what I think is that divinely, as in your divine path, I think there is a slight push to go a slightly longer journey and not like rush into it. Because impasse, when we talk about impasse, it's basically about like you being redirected towards like a different way. And sometimes you might not understand why this happened. Maybe you don't understand why you're feeling like this, why you're stuck in this energy, and maybe you don't understand as well on why do you have this deep emotional connection with them, and maybe you don't know if this outcome will ever going to be there. It's something that you wish for. It could be something that you're trying to manifest as well, but right now you feel like, I feel stuck in this right now. Like, why can't I get there? And I feel like divinely, I think there is like a redirection, like a divine redirection, that I feel like is going to take you into a little bit of a self-reflection with this isolation here, to basically, I think, get yourself out of this energy right now. Because right now you're in denial, right? You're trying to convince yourself that what you're feeling is not real. And you're trying to convince yourself that the person that you have in mind also don't have any sort of care towards the connection as well. So I feel like there is a divine redirection that is asking you to reflect again on your energy and the way you perceive things, and hopefully that you can become a better version of yourself, because you can see that there's this really nice outfit here. So when it says the isolation, is not really about you completely isolating yourself in misery. It's more like being redirected so that you have time to self-reflect and discover what it is that caused you to be stuck in this energy. Is there some shadow works that you need to do? Is there some unhealed trauma that you need to heal from? And then from there, it will help you to become a better version of yourself. And maybe that will give you the confidence to actually communicate. Because considering the blue is being the throat chakra, so it's about communication. And then you can see that how, oh, there's the divine redirection of trying to be a better version of like a better version of yourself, trying to get out of this energy and be a better version of yourself, so that you can have this communication with whoever this person is that you have on your mind. So I think like that is like one of additional message and advice for you, so that you know that if you are feeling stuck, this is the reason why. And if, let's say, you're wondering if you should be going into their direction, that I think like this is also an advice that before you actually make the move of communicating with them, you should first remove yourself out of this energy of denial. Okay, so that means you have to be a little bit more honest with yourself, even if you don't like the truth. Okay, so you just have to be a little bit more honest with yourself. Okay, I'm going to get one more, or depending on how many, but just from one more oracle deck. So let's see, final messages for group one. What final messages do we have for group one in regards to how they feel about this person? So we have potion. Remember to practice self-love. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like maybe while you are convincing yourself that this is nothing more than a surface level connection, maybe that makes you feel depressed, maybe that makes you feel anxious, maybe that makes you feel down in energy all the time. So I guess this is just a reminder that if it doesn't serve you, to your highest good, then maybe it's not the best energy to be in as well. So it's just a reminder for you to practice self-care, to practice self-love, to take care of yourself. So that is the energy that you should focus on. As there's 24 here, which reduced to 6, and I feel like that's about connection as well. So I feel like you can definitely, I feel like this connection that you have with this person has a potential of to grow into something that's very meaningful. Now, this can be either romantic or platonic, but I think there is an opportunity for this to possibly grow into something very meaningful, to something genuine, something authentic. But I think you have to remove yourself from this energy, do some self-reflection, practice self-love, be more honest with yourself so that you can be a better version of yourself, so that you can find the confidence to communicate what you need to communicate with this person. Okay, group one, that is all the message that I have for you right now. I hope some of the messages here resonate with you, if not most of it. And if you have anything additional to add, do comment on this video. I would love to read them. If you know there's anyone that could benefit from this reading, definitely share this video with them. If you enjoy the reading, consider giving this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, then do consider subscribing to this channel. All right, group one, I wish you all the best in your journey, and I wish you a great week ahead. Bye, group one. See you soon. Hi, group two. If you chose the 6 of Cups from the mystical Medley Tarot, then this would be your reading on how you feel about the person that you have on your mind. Okay, so while I'm shuffling this deck, just a reminder that this is a general reading. This is not a personal reading. So most probably you're not going to resonate to everything that I have to say. So this is where I ask you to use your intuition in deciding which message is for you and which message is not meant for you. So in regards to the reading today, which is about how you feel about the person that you have on your mind, it's not necessarily have to be romantic. I know if I mentioned in the intro that I'm expecting some people to probably have the tendency to come into this reading with a romantic interest, but it doesn't have to be. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. So we're going to see what energy come up, so we can see what sort of connection that you have with this person, so that you can confirm on whether or not this is actually your pile, and we can understand like the nature of the connection. So this reading, I'm going to do like three parts or 3 categories in the reading. The first one is we're going to be looking into the energy of the connection, so that we understand the nature of the connection, so that you can confirm for sure if this is indeed your pile. And then we're going to look into how you feel for this person. And then we're going to be looking into what outcome do you wish to get from this connection. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with the first one, which is the energy of this connection. So for group 2, what is group 2's energy, the connection between group 2 and the person that they have on their mind. So for group 2, what is the energy of this connection with the person that they have in mind? For group 2, there's one that flipped. So we have the Knight of Cups. I'm going to get one more card for this. So what is one more card? What is the nature or what is the energy of the connection? And we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. In terms of the energy of the connection itself, so we have the Knight of Cups and we also have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like both of you are, it could be platonic, it could be romantic, or it could just be like a situationship with that person, and you're just wondering, who is this person in my life and how do they feel about me? And I feel like there is that desire of wanting to communicate. And I feel like this communication feels like it's long overdue, because you can see on how the Ace of Swords, like how this cloud is just looking so like trying really hard to stay strong. Like, oh, I've been through hell. Like it was definitely not a pleasant journey, but here I am holding the sword, even though I'm like injured. And then you can see there's that stump over there that's just like worried about this cloud over here. So I feel like wherever you are with your connection, I feel like this Knight of Cups is them. It could be you, but it just feel like the energy comes from another person. I feel like whatever connection that you have with them, it feels like there is a long overdue conversation that need to take place between the two of you. And I feel like you are getting very, very tired about what are you going to do with this Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups person in general is, I think, someone that is, well, of course, since it's the cup, so yeah, obviously they are emotionally in tune, but I guess they also have this very likable personality, to a slightly extreme / toxic extent of it. It could be that they are quite a player, as in they can go from one person to another person, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. To some of you, that might actually be true, but to other groups of you, I feel like this person is probably more on the being very likable. Like they have a very likable energy. They have like a very like the emotional sensitivity that they carry with them makes them quite a likable person. So, and I feel like your connection with them, I feel like to a lot of you, it feels like a situationship. It feels like we're sort of dating, but we're not in an established relationship. We're sort of being friends, but at the same time, we're not really friends. So I feel like you're like somewhere in between being a friend and being in a relationship. So like a situationship. So I feel like to a lot of you, that is the nature of this connection. It feels like that. Although to some of you, it could just really be just a platonic relationship where there is just a lot of communication that needs to take place, like honest, raw, authentic conversation that need to take place for you to discuss about your connection. And if you are asking for someone that you are already in relationship with, there could be like some sort of tension going on, but it's not extreme to the point of making you on edge, but it's just like a very mild thing, maybe something mild that is bothering you, and then you just kind of like wish that you can tell them about it without them. Maybe you're just worried about how they will react to what you have to say. So that could be the nature of the the energy of the connection. That's what I'm seeing. So I hope that resonate and can confirm on whether or not this is indeed your connection. So let's look at the middle part, which is how you actually feel about that. So for group 2, how do they actually feel about their person? For group 2, how do they actually feel about their person? How do group 2 feel about their person? I'm going to take this one. So you have the 6 of Wands. This is a very interesting looking 6 of Wands. I'll get into it later. Let's get one more card. How does group 2 feel about their person? How does group 2 feel about their person? Okay, I'm gonna take that. The Empress. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of care that you feel for this person with the Empress being here. I feel like this, you are probably attracted to this person that you have in mind, or it and the attraction might not necessarily have to be romantic. It can be platonic, but you just think that this person is very good looking. Maybe you find them very pretty or very handsome, and you feel like they look very well collected, like they are very nurturing, they're very compassionate, and they look like they are able to take care of everyone around them, and they know how to make everyone feel loved and cared for. So, but with the 6 of Wands being here, I find this particular 6 of Wands from this deck is very interesting because the character here looks like a snob, like there's some hint of arrogance towards the situation. But 6 of Wands is usually a card that talk about achievements, that talk about you being proud of something, that talk about a victorious outcome. So it feels like, in a way, if you are dating this person, I feel like you do feel proud of you dating this person. Maybe you, every time you go out, you kind of like look at other people to see if they're looking at you, and you're kind of like, yeah, like I have this, do you, like I'm with this person, are you? So I feel like there is that sense of pride, that you are proud to have known this person, you are proud to be dating this person, you are proud to be hanging out with this person, whatever context that means to you. So there is that sense of like you are proud of this person, you are definitely not humble about it as well. Like you probably talk about this person to other people a lot, saying that, oh look, I know this person very, very well. This person tell me this. We went here with this person. So I feel like there is that sense of pride in knowing this person. And I won't say that as a bad thing, because it means that you like them enough, that you actually feel proud that you are in their social circle. But just careful that you don't end up putting them on the pedestal because of it. So especially with the Empress as well being here, I feel like with the Empress, you definitely care for this person that you have in mind. You definitely want the best for them, and you definitely think that they are also very attractive, that they are, I'm trying to get it to focus, like you also think that they are very attractive, that you think that they are very mature for their age as well. But I think like just careful not to end up putting them on a pedestal for being very, very proud, like too proud of them, like you end up making other people feel like like this person is all that you have, like this person becomes your identity. So I think that is one thing that you have to be careful of, especially considering that you have that conversation that you feel like you need to have with them, or that communication that you need to have with them. But I definitely sense that you are very proud to be either to be dating them or to be their friend or to be in a relationship with them. You're definitely proud of them to the point where it's probably borderline of you being arrogant a little bit about it. But at the same time, you definitely care a lot about this person. You definitely want them to feel appreciated, to make sure that that you show them just as much compassion as how they show compassion to other people. So there's definitely that on like that energy on how you feel towards them. Now let's look at what outcome do you wish to get out of this connection. So for group 2, what outcome do they wish to get out of this connection? Okay, so, oh, we have 2 cards straight away. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, and we also have the Lovers. Will it focus? Okay. So with the Lovers and the 4 of Pentacles being here, I think whatever it is that you're trying to communicate with them, I think there is that feeling of you wanting them to also feel the same way, because the Lovers being here, if you are looking for a romantic relationship, then I guess this could be confirmation that the outcome that you're hoping to get is a romantic relationship with this person. But let's say if this is not a romantic person that you have in your mind, I think this basically just means to with duality, like this is not a one-sided connection, like whatever that I'm feeling, they feel it too. So I feel like this is the type of outcome that you're hoping to get, like a very balanced two-sided relationship, and not just one person that's doing all the works to get this this connection to work. So, and with the 4 of Pentacles being here, I feel like there is a sense of holding on too tightly to it though. So I feel like it ties in a bit with the 6 of Wands, where you feel very proud to have them in your life, that maybe the idea of letting them venture out on their own terrifies you a little bit. Maybe you feel like, no, we need to always be together, because if you leave, then I lost my identity. I feel like there's definitely that sense with this 4 of Pentacles, but I do definitely see that there is a wish or desire for you to be in a connection with this person where it is balanced, where it is healthy, where it is reciprocated, where both of you feel the same way for each other. Is again, it could be platonic, it could be romantic, but there is that sense of I want this connection to be healthy and balanced, and with duality. So that is basically what I'm seeing in terms of what you're feeling about them and what outcome you wish to get with this person. So before I finish the reading, I'm just going to take a couple of oracle cards just as final advice. So for you all, I feel like you definitely need to have that communication, have that conversation that you need to have. But at the same time, I feel like you probably need to take this person down the pedestal a little bit, because they are just another human being. They will mess up, and if you put someone on the pedestal and they messed up, it's probably going to be harder for you to accept it. So I think it's just a matter of looking at them as another human being as well that could mess up, and it's totally fine, and it's just part of nature. Okay, now let's see if there's advice. So for group 2, what additional advice do they need in regards to their connection with this person? Okay, we have guilt. So this is orange, which refers to the sacral chakra. So that could be a chakra that you need to balance out. But the card that you get for advice is guilt. So maybe the reason why you put this person on a pedestal is because you feel like you're not good enough for them. Because when you look at this guilt card, you see how this person at the back is just looking so depressed and just drinking, not doing anything worthwhile. And then you have this person that I feel like is a representation of this person that you have in mind. It doesn't matter if you're female or not, this is just a card. But I feel like this is like a symbolism towards the person that you have in mind on how you look at them as, you know, there's even halo on top of this person's head. When you look at them as being this perfect being, this perfect creature that can do no wrong, and then you feel like you are not good enough by just sitting at the back there, wasting your life away. To some of you, you might actually do have some kind of an addiction problem, and because of that, you feel like you will never be good enough for this person. And I feel like there is an advice to face this demon or to work on this shadow self, because especially with the sacral chakra here, so I think it does refers to your self-esteem as well. I feel like there is a call by either your spiritual team or the universe itself telling you that you need to work on your self-esteem, you need to work on your self-confidence in knowing that you are worthy of happiness. Like even if this person that you have in mind is not here in your life at the moment, you will still be just as worthy. Don't put them on a pedestal thinking that if they're not there in your life, you don't mean anything, because that's not true. You are I'm sure you are a wonderful person, even if you don't feel that way. And I feel there is that message of trying to become, try to work on yourself, try to work on your own self-esteem, try to work on your own self-confidence. And sometimes this take a while. Sometimes there will be days that are good where you feel overly confident about yourself. And then on some days you might be slightly less energetic and you start doubting your own worth in life in general, not just in a specific area. So I feel like you need to work on your self-esteem and knowing that this person that you have in mind is just a human and they can mess up as well. So you probably need to take them down from the pedestal and focus more on developing yourself. Focus more in being true to yourself. Okay, so to finish off the reading, I'm going to use another oracle deck to take like a final message that you can take on for yourself. So let's see, for group 2, what additional message that can be relevant to them in this situation? What additional message does group 2 need to hear right now? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I love this. So you have the clover with the message of release your guilt, which is very fitting because you have the guilt card as well. I feel like there's this sense of guilt where you feel like you're not good enough because you feel like this person that you have in mind is so perfect with the halo on their head, and you feel like you will never be that level. You will always be at the back. And that, I think that explains the Ace of Swords very well as well, because I feel like you just feel like you're broken down, and this person is someone that everybody loves and you are proud to be their friend, but at the same time you just feel like I will never be at that level. And as I mentioned just now, you are worthy of happiness and you are enough. It's just that you need to put this person down from the pedestal and focus more on yourself. And the fact that we do have clover with release your guilt, I think is a confirmation even more about how you're feeling about yourself and how you're feeling about them. So there might be some kind of an unhealthy attachment that you put towards this person. And I feel like there is a call to step down a little bit from that and focus on yourself. And yeah, I think that is like very loud and clear, the fact that both of the oracle card has something to do with guilt. So you are enough, you are worthy enough, you are worthy of happiness, but only if you believe that, only if you feel that. So if right now you don't feel that way, if right now you feel like you don't deserve to be happy, take some time off to rethink about how you look at yourself. So don't worry too much about this person that you have in mind, because they will be there as well. Even if they're not, it means that they're not supposed to. So I think right now what you need to do, the advice here is definitely to focus more on your self-esteem, to focus more on your self-confidence, and focus on how you look at yourself. Like focus on how you perceive yourself and try to get better at that. So I think that is the advice that's coming from your higher self and spirit guides in terms of what to do with this situation. All right, group 2. I hope some of the messages resonate, if not most of it. I do wish that, all the best to you. If you have anything additional to add, you may leave a comment on this video. I look forward to read them. If you feel like there are other people that could benefit from the reading, then definitely share this video with them. If you enjoy this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, then do consider subscribing to this channel. Okay, group 2, I wish you, seriously, I wish you all the best on your journey. I hope you will become a much more confident person in the future. And I wish you all the best for your journey, and I wish you a great week ahead. Bye, group 2. See you again. Hi, group 3. If you chose the 6 of Cups from the Linestrider Tarot, focus, then this will be your reading on how you feel about the person that you have on your mind. So before I start, just a reminder that this is a general reading. This is not a personal reading, so you will most probably not resonate to everything that I have to say. So this is where I ask you to use your intuition in deciding what message is for you and which message is not for you. So in regard to this reading itself, I mentioned in the intro just now that I'm expecting that maybe a lot of people are going to be coming to this type of reading for a romantic relationship, but not necessarily. It could be someone that is just platonic or just a family member or friends or colleagues. But what we're going to do is that we're going to be looking into the energy of the connection itself. So that means we have an understanding of what type of connection is coming out, and it can be a confirmation about whether or not this is indeed your pile. And then from there, we're going to be looking into how you feel about this person that you have on your mind, and then what are the outcome that you wish to gain from this connection. And then we will finish off the reading with a couple of messages from oracle cards. Okay, so let's start. For group 3, what is the energy of this connection? For group 3, what is the energy of this connection that they have with the person on their mind? For group 3, what is the energy of the connection with the person on their mind? I'm going to take that. I'm going to take one more, and I'll show you the card. That is the 9 of Wands and 8 of Cups. Okay, that's interesting. So you have the 9 of Wands, and then you have 8 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like whoever this person is, or whoever this person is to you personally, I feel like your connection has a long history. That means I don't think this is someone that you've met recently. If it is, I don't think this is your pile personally, because this card shows history. These two cards together, I feel like it shows history. It shows that your connection has been through some tough times. And I think that you are at a point of your connection where you have been through so much together, that you have grown so much, that you have moved away from a lot of things that are that's not working for you, and somehow you always feel like this connection it can survive tough times. Like we can go through 2 years without seeing each other and without contacting with each other, but the moment we start talking with each other, we can still be friends, or like really like a soul family kind of soulmate, not necessarily a romantic partner kind of soulmate. But I do feel like your connection has a lot of history. Like there's a lot of maturity and growth that comes across from this connection. So you might be dating this person, or you might be in a relationship with this person for quite a number of years. Then there might be a lot of challenges. Like maybe you could started out as like in a long distance relationship, and then you got back together, and then you've been through a lot. Or maybe you are referring to your friends. Maybe this is your friends, but it's like your childhood friends, and then you went through a lot together, but here you are still standing together being friends. And I think that whatever challenges that you face in the past, that you have emotionally moved away from that. Like you kind of like let bygone be bygone, and then you realize that I want to maintain being friends or lovers. Like our love for each other, regardless if it's romantic or platonic, is much stronger than any of the challenges that we have faced in our life. So I feel like that is the energy of the connection. And I think it's a beautiful energy. Actually, it shows the strength of the connection itself, and I think it is quite a strong one. Okay, now let's look at how you feel about this person that you have on your mind. So for group 3, how do they feel about the person that they have on their mind? So for group 3, how do they feel about the person on their mind? So we have the 5 of Pentacles and the Sun. Okay, oops. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I feel like you miss them. Maybe you are they either not talking with each other at the moment, or you're just very far away from each other, so you can't talk as frequently as you used to. Or it could be that one or both of you have a change of lifestyle, and now one or both of you are extremely busy and have a hectic lifestyle that you barely have time to actually talk with each other. And I feel like you miss them, and I feel like you miss all of the good times that you have. With the Sun being here, I feel like this Sun represents all of the good memories that you have with each other. And I feel like you are missing those fun memories. You are missing all of the joy that you have with this person. Doesn't matter if it's platonic or romantic, but I feel like you miss them so much. You miss all of the joy, all of the happiness that you felt from having them in your life a lot more regularly, or something like that. So I feel like the fact that you have less of that now makes you miss them very, very much. Because maybe both of you are adults now, and being adults sometimes can be sucks, because everyone has different priorities. Meeting each other even for a drink when you're an adult can be quite difficult to do. So it really depends on your age group, on where you are, how's the behavior or the nature of the job itself. So if you're studying, then the nature of your coursework and all of those things. So it feels like you are no longer able to have as much fun as you used to. You feel like you can't have this joy again from the Sun. So you're missing it. So I feel like there is that sense of longingness, like you want what you used to have. So if you are not in communication with this person, I guess it emphasizes even more on how much you actually miss them, and how much you wish that they are there in your life, so you have just someone to talk to, candidly, and you don't have to pretend to be someone else. So I feel like that's how you feel about them. I feel like you definitely miss them. You definitely miss a lot of the good energy that you have with each other, being in each other's companion, and then that good energy turns into like wonderful memories and a lot of joyful moments in life. So I feel like you miss them, you miss the joy that both of you shared together. Now let's look at the third one, which is what is the outcome that you wish to get from this connection? So for group 3, what is the outcome that they wish to get from this connection? So the first one is 7 of Pentacles. Let's try to get one more card, which is the Magician. Okay, this makes sense. I feel like you want to plant the seed for something that can last long term, mainly because of right now the energy of missing them. I feel like right now you kind of like want them to, maybe you want them to be more active in your life, or maybe you want them to be like how things were. Kind of. So this 7 of Pentacles, that means you are thinking about planting the seed for having this connection grows into long term, having this connection grows into either a relationship or a friendship of a lifetime. I think there's definitely a desire for that, and you definitely want to manifest this. You definitely want to manifest this outcome. I feel like you are trying really hard to manifest this person. Either you're trying to manifest this person back into your life, or you're just trying to manifest the joy that you share with each other and how you can bring them back, because you really do miss them. So in terms of the outcome, I just feel like you want this connection to last for as long as it possibly can, and you're definitely trying to take action and trying to manifest this into your life. So this is the tarot part of the reading. So I'm going to close off the reading with a couple of oracle cards. So I'm going to start with this deck first, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. So let's look at what are possible advice that might come from your higher self and spirit guides, and see what more do you need to know. Okay. So let's see. For group 3, what additional advice do they need in regards to this connection? Oops. So you have quest. So with the blue as the border of the card, it refers to the throat chakra. So maybe that is a chakra that you need to balance. Maybe that is a chakra that you need to focus on. But yes, you have quest. I feel like this quest has something to do with the outcome that you're trying to manifest from this connection, as in take the actions necessary. So that means don't just sit there wishing for it, but at the same time not do anything about it. I think there is definitely a call to go on a quest to manifest this person into your life. So that means you probably need to reach out to them. You probably need to make plans with them. You probably need to prioritize them. You probably just need to reconnect with them again for some people. And I think that if you are able to do that, it might actually help you with whatever that you're trying to manifest. So you are like, you can get what you're trying to get. Like you can get the outcome if you want to, but you just have to work for it. You can't just make a wish and sit down and cross your leg and wait for it to come to you. You just have to do the work a little bit as well. So now let's get one more oracle card just as a final advice for you, and then we can finish this off. So for group 3, what final advice do they have in regards to this connection? For group 3, what final advice do they have? Or what final advice? Oops, okay, so you get 2. So the first one is voyage. You already have all the answers. Will it focus? And then the second card is spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. Okay, I like how similar these two cards is because you can see that how they are mirrored. Look at this, at the numbers. Oops, will it focus? 4334, look at that. So this card, I feel like these two cards, especially with this having mermaids, and then this one you have mermaid at the back as well. So there's definitely a lot of like synchronicities between these two. And then I feel like right now, maybe you are focusing too much about what you don't have at the moment. Because if you look at this particular card, I like this image because it shows that how you are so focused on what you want that you forget to look up and see at all of the wondrous thing that is already in front of you. There's a freaking mermaid and there's shooting stars, but yet this person, which I think represent you, is regardless what's your gender identity, but this person that represent you is too busy looking at the map, thinking like, I am not here yet. Why am I not here yet? I want to be here. But if she just look up, and then you can see that all of these wonders behind this, with the mermaids and the shooting star and the moon and the sky is so beautiful. Like this person here, they're missing out so much just because this lady over here, this person over here is focusing on so much on what she or they that don't have in life. So I think that kind of like is the energy that you're in right now. And I feel like it's kind of like, because what you're trying to manifest is this long-term connection, and it's going to take a while. It's not like it's going to immediately just magically appear in front of you. But the message here is that you already have all the answers. So that means you already know what you need to do, but maybe you're just afraid to take the action, or maybe you're just focusing on too much on what you don't have, rather than focusing on things that you can actually have. So the next one is spaceship with don't be afraid to sing. Okay, so when it comes to singing, I think it comes back to the throat chakra as well with, and I think it's probably have something to do with communication. Maybe you need to reach out to this person. Maybe you need to reach out to this person. Maybe you need to just, just send them a text and say, hey, how are you? How's life? And just start a casual conversation with them and see if you can rekindle the friendship or the connection or the relationship that you have. And the advice that I think I need to give you right now is to do it without expectation. So don't do it expecting that, oh, this person is just going to go head over heels and come back to my life and we're going to live happily ever after. Like, don't go in with that expectation, because if you go in with like a level of expectation, the chances of you going to feel disappointed is very high. So just go in there, like if you want to reach out to this person, just reach out to this person without the expectation of them saying things that you want them to say. Just know that you can't control their reaction, you can't control what they choose to do, but you can control how you react and what you're going to do with your life. So I think if you want to reach out to them, then just reach out to them, but do it with no expectation. Release expectation of a certain outcome and just let things happen naturally, and just enjoy the beauty that come in and out throughout your journey, basically. All right, group 3, that is all the messages that I have for you. I hope some of the messages resonate with you, if not most of it. If you have anything additional to add, do leave a comment on this video so that I know. If you know anyone that might benefit from this reading, then do share this video with them. And if you enjoy this video, do consider leaving this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more video from me, then do consider subscribing to this channel. All right, group 3, I wish you all the best in your journey, and I wish you a great week ahead. I hope to see you again soon. Bye, group 3. group 4, if you chose the 6 of Cups from the Tarot of Mystical Moments, then this will be your, will it focus? Then this will be your reading on how you feel about the person that you have in mind. So this can be romantic. I kind of like expecting that maybe a lot of people that come here have a romantic interest in mind, but it doesn't have to be. It can be platonic. But just to find out for sure what type of connection is coming through this reading, we're going to do some energy check as well of the connection. But before I do that, I'm just want to give a reminder that this is a general reading. This is not a personal reading. So you will most probably not going to resonate to everything that I have to say, and that is absolutely fine. This is where I ask you to use your intuition in deciding what message is for you and what message is not really for you. So just be intuitive in that sense. All right, so coming back to the reading itself. So to find out if this is indeed your pile, we're going to do an energy check where I'm going to ask, what is the energy of this connection? Like what type of connection is coming through? And then from there, you will be able to decide if this is indeed your pile. And then after that, we're going to be looking into how you feel about them personally. So my cat is here. So my cat wants attention. So, so how you feel about them personally. And then the third part of the tarot, we will look into how, like, what sort of outcome do you hoping to get from this connection that you have with this person. Sorry, my cat just need a little bit of love, so I'm just going to give my cat a little bit of love. Because this is the 4th group, so that means I've been talking for quite a while, so my cat will probably be like, give me some love. I want you to love me. Why you talk to the camera for so long? Oh, she's purring. Okay. Oh, okay. So coming back to the reading, and then after we did the tarot part, we're going to finish off the reading with some oracle cards to just basically get additional advice basically from your spirit guides and higher self. All right, I need to start the reading now. Can you wait just a bit more? This is the last point. This is the last point. Okay. All right, so let's start. So we're going to be looking into what is the energy of this connection. Okay, so for group 4 and the person that they have on their mind, what is the energy of this connection? What is the energy of this connection? Oh, we have 2 cards already. All right, so we have the Emperor, and the Hermit. Okay, just letting you all know that this deck, this Tarot of Mystical Moment, they have 2 versions of the Emperor. One is a masculine Emperor and one is a feminine Emperor. So in this is what you got, the feminine Emperor. Well, technically they kind of like the guidebook say you can take out the one that you don't want, but I decided to keep all of them in because I feel like it can represent different things. So this person that you have in mind could be a feminine person with an Emperor energy. That means they could identify as a female, or they could be of any gender, but with a stronger feminine energy, but at the same time that they are a leader, or they are very confident, or they can be a bit stubborn and possessive and controlling as well, depending on, like, a slightly more toxic trait is that, but they are in general like confident. They can be a little bit stubborn, but at the same time they have like a very strong female energy of, with them. And then we also have the Hermit card over here. And this Hermit in this deck is a mermaid sitting on a tower as well. Okay, so this person, the energy of this connection is very interesting because I feel like this, the energy of this connection, like there might be a possibility that you either don't talk to this person, like you're in a no communication phase, or you do talk with each other, but you're talking less and less with each other. Or maybe just in general, you don't talk to this person a lot, but you just, but they are on your mind quite a lot, that it's enough to get you to ask them about them in this reading. But I have a feeling that this connection, I won't say it's a toxic connection or anything like that. I actually consider this to be probably a very strong connection, but at the same time, it's also a connection. It's a type of connection that you don't need to talk with each other every day. Like, you know that you can be there for each other, and even if you don't talk with each other every single day, let's say you only talk with each other once a week and you only see each other once every 4 months, and even if it's like that, it's still one of the strongest connection that you have in your life. I have a feeling that this might not be romantic, but it could be. And even if it's romantic, it could be like you could be the type of couple that are, you know, like not lovey-dovey, touchy-touchy kind of couple. Like, you're kind of like comfortable to do your own thing. You're comfortable, you're confident enough to just do your own things, that we don't need to be with each other every single moment of the day. I can have my own space, you can have your own space, and then we will have time together that we can spend loving each other and communicate with each other. So if you're in a relationship, that could also be the type of connection that you have. So take whatever that resonates. But I do think that the connection that you have with this person that you have on your mind is a strong one. And it doesn't feel like it's a connection where you're guessing whether or not this is a connection, or whether or not this can last like a long time. Because the fact that both of the cards that come up is major arcana, I feel like this is quite an established connection. Or it doesn't have to be long, like as in, it doesn't have to be a long history between you and this person, but it's just like a strong connection that you have with this person. So that is the type of energy that I'm getting. So now let's look at how you feel about this person. So for group 4, that was fast. Okay, so you have the 6 of Wands. So let's get one more card. You are very proud of this person, aren't you? Because that comes out very fast. And we also have death. Okay. Now, don't think death is a bad thing. It's not, because it is talking about growth. So we have the 6 of Wands. And I really love the 6 of Wands because of the hummingbird. Will it focus? Come on. Focus for me. Focus for me. And then we also have death. Focus. It focused a little bit. Okay. So what I'm getting with this 6 of Wands and death is like how you feel about them. I think you are very proud of them. Regardless who this person is in your life, regardless if this is a platonic connection or romantic connection, I feel like this person, like, you are very happy for them, like you are very proud of their achievements, you very proud to have known them, you are very proud to be in connection with them regardless what type of connection. And I feel like there is a big chunk of you that also wish that the connection that you have between you two will grow, as in will grow and transform into something more meaningful, into something better. I feel like that's what you're feeling towards this connection as well. And to some of you, I feel like you feel that this person makes you become a better person. That means it helps you with your growth as a person as well. So in general, I just have this very positive feeling coming from how you feel about this person. And I feel like you mostly feel very proud of them. You're very proud to have them in your life. You feel very honored to have known this person. And you feel like this person is inspiring you to become a better person, or you're definitely hoping that the connection or the relationship that you have with this person is going to grow into something a lot more meaningful, into something that's a lot more everlasting, that oh, that it can last a lifetime. There's definitely that wish. I do notice that you have quite a lot of major arcana in your reading. So this might, so I feel like this connection that you're asking for is a big deal, like as in this is a very important connection to you. So you really want to know how you really feel about them, and I feel like you really wish for this connection to prosper, and I feel like you definitely want to become a better person as well for this connection. So let's look at the last part of the tarot, which is what outcome do you wish to get from this relationship? So for group 4, what outcome do they wish to get out of this connection? What outcome do they wish to get out of this connection? Okay, we have 2 as well. So we have the 8 of Swords, and we also have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, there's definitely that you want a everlasting connection with them for sure. Like you want to be family with them. So if you are in a romantic relationship with this person, that means you want to build a family with this person. Or if let's say you are not, let's say this is just a platonic relationship, you definitely want them to be in your life long term, like they could be your soul family. So I feel like that is something that you definitely wish as an outcome of this relationship. Now, in terms of the 8 of Swords being here, usually the 8 of Swords represent feeling stuck, feeling like you have no idea how to get out of a situation. However, again, with the design of this card as well, I do think that the 8 of Swords for this deck, in this deck, is very beautiful, because you can see that the cage opened up, and then this is an angel inside the cage itself. And from the look of it, like the angel is free. And I think that there is a wish that maybe you wish this connection can set you free or something like that. That maybe you wish for this connection to be able to bring you this happiness. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of there's desire. There's this desire. Maybe you're feeling like, I don't know where this connection can go, but at the same time, I wish I can find answers about this. I wish I can be free about it, and I wish this person can be in my life forever. Okay, so for like the rest of my life, or for as long as it possibly can. So there's definitely a wish for that. So definitely you wish for this connection to give you freedom. You wish for this connection to give you clarity, and you wish for this connection to last you a lifetime. And I think that is a very beautiful energy. Whoever this person is, I can tell that this person means a lot to you. And I really, really do hope that you know that you are in a healthy relationship with this person. Okay, so before we finish off this reading, I'm going to get a couple of oracle cards just to get further advice, messages. This could be from your higher self and spirit guides to basically guide you in what you can do about this connection. Okay, so let's see. For group 4, what is final messages and advice that you can get, that they can get about this connection? For group 4, what final messages would be good for them in regards to this connection? Okay, so we have acceptance. So the red color is referring to the root chakra. So that might be the chakra that needs attention. But yes, but this card is referring to acceptance. So I feel like there is a call, maybe from, especially with this spirit behind this woman here, it feels like that spirit probably represent either your higher self or your spirit guides. And I feel like it is asking you to accept the relationship. Like, don't fear, because especially with the Eight of Swords just now, like the fear of like, will I ever know? Will I ever get clarity? Will we ever grow? Will this connection ever prosper? Like maybe there's that energy of worry, of not knowing where this connection can go and just hoping that it will last forever. I think you are being asked to just accept, like maybe ground yourself, do some grounding, especially since this is referring to the root chakra. Maybe you want to ground yourself, do some grounding exercises to just center yourself so that you find a little bit of balance within yourself so that you don't end up panicking or freaking yourself out about this connection. Maybe you have a tendency to do that in the past. I feel called to say that. And I feel like this is an advice to just accept the situation the way it is, accept the connection as it is, and let things unfold the way it's supposed to unfold. Don't try to force things. Don't try to control things. Just accept it as it is and let it flow or let it grow on its own term. Okay, so that is one message. Now let's look at final message for you, final advice. So let's see, for group 4, what final advice can they get for this reading? For group 4, what final advice can they get from this reading? For group 4, what final advice can they get from this reading? Oops. Okay, I'm going to take that 2 cards that fell out. So we have Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. And Storm, every hurricane comes to an end. I feel like a lot of this is focusing more on the Eight of Swords energy. And the number 44 might be significant for you. That's like an angel number maybe. And then we also have the number 2, you deserve sugar, not salt. I feel like there's a lot, like this oracle card, I feel like it's referring to your Eight of Swords energy. Technically this is kind of like the outcome, but I feel like you wish to be free of this energy. Maybe because you don't talk a lot with this hermit energy that we talk about from the start, that you feel like maybe this connection doesn't last forever. Maybe this connection is not meant to last forever, because how can it be? We only talk to each other like once in a blue moon. We only see each other like once or twice a year if we're lucky. I feel like there is a call from your spiritual team to just know that whatever troubles that is on your mind, that they are temporary, that the cage was never locked in the first place. The cage has always been open. You just need to look up and see that you can just fly out of that cage. So technically this outcome is in your control, not in the not like you don't put it up to the connection to free you. Like you're already free. So I feel like there is that call, like the reason why you just need to accept the situation as it is,
is so that you know that you have never been trapped in the first place. The cage has never been locked. It's not even properly closed. It's just that you felt trapped because you are worrying too much about where this connection can go, whether or not this connection can last. And I think like your spirit guide is telling you to maybe just stop worrying too much and know that whatever that's troubling you, all of those are temporary. Every hurricane will comes to an end, and you deserve sugar, not salt. That means you deserve to be happy. Don't be troubled by the worries that is out of your control. So I think there is that message for you to just for today, tell yourself not to worry. All right, group 4, that is all the message that I have for you. I hope some of the messages here resonate with you, if not most of it. If you have anything additional to add, do comment on this video. I look forward to read them. If let's say you have anyone in your life that could benefit from this reading, then do definitely share this video with them. If you feel like there is a possibility that you enjoy this video, then do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more video from me, then do consider subscribing to this channel. All right, group 4, I wish you all the best in your journey, and I wish you a great week ahead. Goodbye, group 4. I see you very, very soon.